Our MC this evening is a Fox News contributor and the author of a new book coming out in June that is expected to blow the lid off the 2012 presidential campaign. Please welcome best-selling author and nationally syndicated radio host, Dr. Monica Crowley.
And shalom. And now to present the colors of the United States of America, more American heroes, here is the 6th Communication Battalion of the United States Marines. And presenting the flag of the great state of Israel, we are especially honored to have the following IDF soldiers with us tonight. Navy Lieutenant Roni Halprin, Captain Bar Schulberg, Sergeant Mahor Blank, First Lieutenant Tammuz Goldman, Staff Sergeant Ken Saban, Staff Sergeant Jacob Smith, and Staff Sergeant Sarah Avira. All right, at this time, we were hoping to speak with the Prime Minister, as is our custom every year, here at the FIDF National Dinner. And as we all know, this weekend, when Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was scheduled to sit with our own Bnei Shabtai, there was major activity in the south of Israel. Even without that, this has been an exceptionally busy few weeks for the Prime Minister. He was here meeting with President Obama at the White House, and then he has been concerned with matters of national security at home. However, we are grateful that the Prime Minister was able to send us some brief remarks.
Greetings to all of you friends of the IDF, to Bnei Shabtai, the dinner chairman, to General Yitzhak Jerry Gershon, the National Director, for all the fine work you're doing, to Lili Falik, the indefatigable National Chairwoman, who just lost her husband, Fimo. Fimo is a great Zionist, like the whole Falik family. We all love them very much, as we love and appreciate you and your entire family.
The responsibility of protecting the citizens of Israel rests upon soldiers of our next guest. In February of 2011, Benny Gantz was appointed as the 20th Chief of the General Staff. He had been scheduled to be here tonight as our keynote speaker, but as everyone understands, events have kept him in Israel. However, he is kind enough to join us live by the satellite from Ashdod. Please welcome our good friend, General Benny Gantz. Good morning, and thank you for joining us so early in the morning.
Shalom, and good evening, everybody. I'm very pleased to be with you.
Well, General Gantz, reportedly this escalation of missile fire is said to be in the retaliation to the IDF having killed Zohar Al-Kwasi, the militant commander of the PRC. Are you at liberty to give us any insight into this operation?
Well, Benny, once again, good evening. Before I answer it, let me just say that I'm very sorry for not being able to be with you over there. This should have been a very nice trip and very important one. And obviously I decided to stay here due to the escalation that we went through. However, I do have, as you know, my representative over there, some 29 heroes sitting around those tables somewhere there, and I'm sure that they're representing me in the IDF. Anyhow, in Israel, we had to operate against this Casey guy. This is not a general director of none of any organization. He is the head of a terrorist group that have committed terrorist activities in Sinai along the Eilat and Sinai border about a year ago, and they were about to conduct another one. We realized that we should act against this group. And indeed we did so.
For 30 years, through 3 wars, 2 intifadas, and a conflict crisis too numerous to mention, we have worked closely with the Israeli Defense Forces to ensure that the needs of its soldiers and their families are met. We could not do what we do without the blessing and support of the commanders and the chief of the IDF. And we are so proud and privileged to have with us tonight all the living former IDF chiefs of the General Staff. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 14th Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Reserve Ehud Barak, who served in that capacity from 1991 to 1995. Lieutenant General Reserve Amnon Lipkin-Shachak, who served as the 15th Chief of Staff from 1995 to 1998. Lieutenant General Reserve Shaul Mofaz, IDF 16th Chief of Staff, serving from 1998 to 2002. Lieutenant General Reserve Moshe Bogi Yalon. The IDF 17th Chief of Staff from 2002 to 2005. Lieutenant General Reserve Dan Chalutz, served as the 18th Chief of Staff from 2005 to 2007. And lastly, the IDF 19th Chief of Staff, who served from the 2007 to 2011 Lieutenant General Reserve Gabi Ashkenazi. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a truly historic moment. A gathering like this have never been seen before. I don't think that Hollywood could script a kind of action that he has seen. After completing his term as a Chief of Staff, he turned to government service, holding several key positions before being elected the Prime Minister in 1999. Currently, he serves the State of Israel as Minister of Defense and Deputy Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to once again welcome our special guest, Ehud Barak.
Thank you, Benny, for your warm words. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm glad to be here tonight among friends, friends of the State of Israel, friends of the IDF, friends of our brave and wonderful soldiers.
I would like to single out just two representatives of this very remarkable group, Captain Neda Gary, MD, and Captain Eha Rachnetz of the Shachar Search and Rescue Unit. Please welcome them. Well, we've had a lot of crises in the world recently, between the earthquakes in Haiti, New Zealand, and now Japan. Captain Rachnitz's search and rescue team has been kept pretty busy these days, but he's here tonight to tell us about a rescue a little closer to home.
That's right, Monica. A building under construction in the village of Naalin collapsed. And the minutes after that, me and my team got there and to make sure that no one was trapped behind under the ruins.